Hi guys, I'm back again for another unboxing video, but today I am Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad, and it's Halloween, so I am going to be unboxing Halloween Oracle by Stacey, Demarco, Blue Angel Publishing. Okay, today is Halloween, so I figured, it's a good occasion to put on my costume, especially since I'm going to be going to an event later for Halloween. So my husband's going to be Joker, I'm going to be Harley Quinn, and it's all good. So I got some cards for my birthday, which was 4 days ago, and I'm so excited. This was one of the decks, and also another deck, the Vampires, that I will be unboxing after this video. So I like to do each individual video, an unboxing video, if that makes sense. Unboxing them individually instead of just combining them. So today it's the Halloween Oracle, lifting the veil between the worlds every night. And as you can see, very, very beautiful cards. Something that I've been eyeing out for a while, and my husband went ahead and bought them for me. So I pre-cut. The Halloween Oracle, as you can see, very illustrated. It's got a skull. I know a lot of people are not really too, really care for the skull thing, but you know what? It's all good. It's all about, fun and what Halloween represents. It's not necessarily something we do rituals on or anything like that, but it's more about like what we did, over the years. Like I explained in one of my posts today on social media. It's just all about fun. It's about having fun. I don't really celebrate it. I do like to dress up, but these are like things that I do since I was a kid. So the guidebook seems to be very illustrated. Always read your guidebook. Always read your guidebook and always try to get to know each card before you use them. I like to use them in a way where I know the cards, because I do know the cards, but I also like to get to know how the author feels about the cards and how how they are presented in a sense. So this is the back of the cards, as you can see, Halloween style, very pretty. So hopefully we'll get a message. Like I said, when you get any type of cards, I've mentioned this before, it's a good idea to always sage cleanse them. When I sage them, I always like to just, not necessarily that they're a bad thing that they're not saged. Let me just put this box down. But it's just that they go through so much process of, handling, and not that everybody has negativity, but it's kind of like with germs and stuff. It's like my thing. I'm just a germophobic. I have to admit it. And I'm always like, oh, let me just wipe that with a little hand sanitizer. and that's the way I feel about, the energy. It's not because it's like anybody is, full of negativity or anything, but it's just nice to have them, in your hands purified. So if that makes sense. Very shiny. Very glossy, but not too slippery. And they didn't stick together, so I am happy about that. These cards have been out for a few years. Okay, let's see. Skull of Darkness, Blind Spots. Ooh, that's mystical, and I have my ring light. I apologize, guys, for the ring light. See if I could move that. Yeah, there we go. I love jack-o'-lanterns. They're so pretty. I love pumpkins. This is my favorite time of the year. Barmback, Sweetness, and Synergy. I apologize. I have my contacts in and I need my glasses, my reading glasses, and I can't see too close up. Okay, so Midnight. Oh, this is a pretty card. The Most Magical Hour of All. Ooh, very pretty. I love unboxing these cards. They're just so mystical, and I don't know, there's just something about them. Ooh, invisibility, authenticity. You know what? Being your authentic self is really important nowadays. Yeah, I know I'm dressed as Harley Quinn and I'm not authentic, yes, but I am who I am, and I love Marvel, so it's kind of like, it's my symbolic thing. I was going to go as Wonder Woman too, but the costume wasn't available, and I got this costume like a few years ago. So ancestors, the love, legacy of our DNA. So you know what? Being yourself, being your authentic self, even though you do wear sometimes a mask or you do have makeup on and you're showing some kind of like appearance, which is fine. But being yourself, don't always do something where you're not comfortable with. It's not good to be uncomfortable doing something. Joy, rejoicing in the present, because it's all about joy. Be happy. Be who you are. Be who you are, like this card shows. When we are ourselves, when we are showing authenticity, we are much happier. We are in a much better presence with ourselves. The veil, the future. Oh, she kind of like looks a little like me, right? And you know what? It's so important right now. When you take off that veil, your wig or whatever you want to call it, you're shining a light. You're shining who you are. Sometimes we don't always do that. Sometimes when we walk into a room, yeah, we have this feeling like I have to put this armor of protection, and you should always do that, because you never know who's going to come, not attack you, but may say something, and you don't want them to hurt you in a sense where you're vulnerable to say something back. So always have this little bit of a, not defense, but just be aware. Just be aware. Night song, hidden talents. Well, that's a beautiful bird. Beautiful. Very nice. I love red birds. You guys know my yard is full of them. Robins. I got American robins. The witch. The earthly weir of the worlds. Yeah, it's a little bit of a small font. But you know what? I like to be who I am. Ghost. Regret. Don't be a ghost to anybody. That's another thing. You don't want to be a ghost. In other words, you don't want to ignore what you feel inside. When you're feeling something deep inside and your heart is saying, I need to talk to that person. Why is that person not approaching me? Whoever that is, it could be anybody. Maybe you are the one that is supposed to approach that person. Maybe you're the one that's supposed to come out and say who you are. Trick or treat. Mischief and play. Ooh, something fun to do on Halloween. Trick or treat. Oh, and there's a castle in the back. Oh, I'm loving these cards. It's not something I would say I'm going to use every day, but probably during the Halloween season, it's a good time to bring out your cards. Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes. Yeah, and skulls are like really popular nowadays. It's like you see them everywhere. They could be scary. Some people are very, like, oh, I don't like a skull. Oh, I don't like a skeleton. But you know what? It's kind of like everywhere. Zombie shows are everywhere. And, if you like zombie shows, I know I watched Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead. I'm not a zombie person, but my mom got me into this show. Yeah, my mom got me into Fear of the Walking Dead and Walking Dead. Apple. Risk and reward. So I grew up watching horror shows, vampire shows, werewolf shows. So all the horror shows that are out, it's good to it's fiction. I know a lot of people are scared of it. I don't like too scary shows. I'm not into Exorcist. I'm not into those kind of shows. But give me something that's really fiction. That's, oh, sorry, these like little hairs keep coming in my mouth. My wig, my blonde hair. So it's good to just, sometimes watch these fictional shows to give you that sense of just taking it away, because it's scary, but it's not really scary to the point where it's going to make you frightened on the inside. Now, if it does that to you, I highly recommend that you don't watch these shows, because it's going to take away something from you, and it's better to stay away from it. That's just me. I'm just explaining, a little bit of why I watch these shows and why we all like these shows. Zombie. Control. Don't be a zombie. Now, this must be a message, because I was just talking about zombies and the skull that came up. Control. Don't let somebody control your world, your life. And when you're allowing this, you're kind of like, you are a zombie. When you think about it, all you're doing is walking in circles. You're walking around and allowing people to take away your joy, take away your light, take away your love. When you don't have love in your heart, well, I should say you all do have love in your heart. We all do. But when you're allowing somebody to control you, like a puppet, on a string, you know what happens? You become that person that you just don't know anymore. And you might as well wear a mask and hair and, you know, makeup like this for, you know, all the time, because you're not really that person who you truly are inside. You're crying to come out. You're crying to really express that person inside, because you are beautiful. You are amazing. You have so much love to give. You have so much light that shines around you. And if you're not allowing it to happen, you might as well be just a zombie. You might as well just walk around like that. So make a plan for yourself. You know, it's coming to a new year pretty soon. Write it out in a planner, what you want for 2020. I love that, 2020, right? And what you would like to see in your life. Visualization, really important for visualization nowadays. I visualize so much. I kind of like go on and look on stuff on the internet and say, I'm going to have that. You know, I look at beautiful houses. I look at beautiful places, beautiful worlds. You know, like I love going out on vacations. As you guys know, I'm always like showing it to you guys on video. And you know what? I have more places that I want to go to. Am I going to do it? I hope so. If not, I'm having fun watching them. And I love dreaming. And you know what? I'll type it in and see, okay, I'm going to take the flight and I'm going to take the, you know, the room and the car and everything, and we're going to plan a trip. And I would love to do it. And maybe one day I will do it. But, you know, when you have some obligations at home, when you have pups at home, when you have things at home, kids and, you know, everything else, and, you know, finances have to be in order, you can't do it right now, but it's something like a plan. So my point is, guys, make a plan. Do it. Put it out there in paper. Put it out there in a vision board. We talked about vision boards, and I don't know if you guys are still keeping up with the vision boards, because I know sometimes we slack off because there's a lot of things that happen. So make it for this 2020 coming up. I know we're a few months away from the new year, and you know what? We don't want to think about it, but then, you know what? The way the weather is turning and the way everything is turning, we have to look at everything, because it's coming close, and days go by extremely fast. Extremely fast. You know what? We'll have another skull card. I'm just going to show some of the cards. I'm limited on time. But what you want to do is focus on an itinerary for yourself for the 2020. Focus on what you would like to have, what you would like to do, and how much you're going to do in your life, because you will do it eventually. Sometimes a little bit later. Give it to God. Let God take over. You know, give it to the point where you feel good about yourself, and stop being under that control feeling like I can't do that. Just get that word can't. I always try to like eliminate the word can't. It's not going to happen. Not in this lifetime, you know, because that automatically just closes the door. It's kind of like I'm walking through a dream. I see a beautiful, you know, pathway with lights and colors and everything, and then someone just closes the door on you. Your higher self wants this for you. Ego, emotions, things around us, people control us to a point where we're programmed in our mind that we can't do it. Yes, maybe not right now, but you plan to. Okay, so these are beautiful cards. I have to say, I'm going to enjoy these cards, and I just love them. And you know, I love unboxing these cards for you guys, because it's like I always say, it's Christmas morning, and Christmas is almost here. I know I'm acting like Harley Quinn. I even have my little bat, you know, put in. Okay, so God bless you all. Namaste.